hello and welcome to the Sports Express show. Of course, we're getting closer and closer to the climax of the Women's World Cup. We also started the Africa Cup of Nations. Of course, the name is Ian the Newswa, and of course, I have my mates with me. Sanele Melane. Lots to talk about in terms of football is concerned. We're going to start with the Women's World Cup. We're just going to give you an overview of the big match that took place yesterday between the host France and the United States of America. So USA dumping France out of the Women's World Cup. Massive results there.
Yeah, look, I'll be honest with you. I was rooting for France. I just don't like the American females team.
Why not?
Not that they did anything. I just don't like them. Okay, so it's just I just don't like them
because they're too good.
Yeah, because they're too good. I mean, it's just whenever they play, it's like dull. They're like it's like bullies, bro. Like you saw against Thailand, 13-0, and they were celebrating every goal, and it got to a point where it's like, okay, guys, like we get it, you're the best. So I was rooting for the whole nation, but I mean, it's not like I hate the US team, but I mean, it was a good game, solid game.
It was a very good game. It's actually, people were expecting this to be the final.
Yeah, it should have been the final.
It was disappointing on that note that it wasn't the final, but remember, Germany is still in the World Cup. So we're hoping that will be the final of the Women's World Cup.
Hopefully.
And on your side, I know you want Germany to win the World Cup.
Of course, I do want them to win the World Cup, but if I could just speak on the World Cup in general, it's been an awesome World Cup. Especially from the attendance point of view. More people are being invested.
Records are being achieved.
More people are being invested in women's football, which I believe, to be honest with you, on some basis is the better kind of football, in the sense that they just attack, bro. It's like watching kids play football. And this is not in any way
entertaining.
This is not in any way to say that the females are stupid or anything. No, it's just that they just go forward. I'm yet to see a dull females football.
And they're very tactically sound as well.
Exactly.
As much as they do flurry forward and attack, they're very tactically sound. They're very technically gifted as well. So it's very exciting to watch women's football. That's why we're looking forward to the final.
100%.
Germany is still in. The Netherlands are still in. Netherlands, nobody expected them to be. They're firing on all cylinders.
They've actually made it to the semi-finals for the first time in their history. So it's looking good. It's almost strange though, because for the women's side not to be firing, because with the men's, obviously they have that heritage. So you assume that would spill over to the females, but it's all good. Like there's nothing negative about the Females World Cup. It's been like 10 out of 10 personally for me.
Of course, we're going to be looking forward to the semi-finals and the final.
100%.
See who makes it to the final. We're going to go through now to the Africa Cup of Nations. The AFCON kicked off a week ago. We're going to zoom in specifically on our national team, of course, Bafana. There are 2 games in, 1 defeat against Ivory Coast and 1 victory from last night against Namibia, which was, would you say, expected? Because it's Namibia at the end of the day. So
no,
I think it was expected because it's Namibia, and we have a tough fixture in the 3rd game against Morocco.
Look, okay, to be honest with you, the way recent history with Bafana, we just haven't been performing. So even when it comes to sides where we should be winning, we don't win. In fact, we lose. So for me, we could be playing against a high school right now. I'll still be like, it's gonna be a tight game. That's how bad I feel. We are.
I totally get you. But in terms of, if you look at the group that we had going into the tournament, it was a very tough group. So a lot of people would have expected us to beat Namibia, and in order to just progress to the next round, expected us to beat Namibia or get a positive result against Namibia and try and grind out the results against the 2 other teams.
But it shows how far we've fallen from grace as Bafana to the point where even that match, for me personally, it felt like, we could blow this. Yes, we scored the goal, we won the up, but they could
miss chances
chances left, right. So it was, for me, a typical Bafana performance. So I'm there biting my nails thinking, just please hold on. Just hold on for the victory. So it just shows how much we were here, 96, and now we right there. Hopefully we can do a smash and grab against Morocco, but Morocco are just class.
When it comes to Bafana, it's just so funny because you actually, we have good players in terms of when they perform for their teams, but when you get them into the national side, you don't even know what strong points we have. because you can't say we're good defensively. You can't say yes, we have good midfielders. You can't say we're solid.
No.
You can't say we're good going forward. So it's just everything is just 50% there, and then.
But I will say from yesterday's match, I did see some new sparks in the attacking side. I was like, oh, okay.
But it's never consistent.
It's never consistent.
It's just sparks that happen once or twice, and then after that.
True, but look, I'll take it as a positive. Anything's a positive right now for me when it comes to my final. I don't want to lie to you guys. There's nothing that.
So do you see us getting 6 points and going through to the next round and beating Morocco in the last game?
No.
Okay, so we basically have to pray for a negative results for Ivory Coast, if that's the case, and try and get a draw with Morocco.
Yeah.
Okay, so we're still doing that, huh?
Yeah.
So every tournament we're going to be doing that.
Yeah.
We haven't been doing that with the Proteas in this World Cup. Of course, they've been absolutely
shambolic. Shambolic.
Okay, so we haven't been crossing any fingers with the Proteas because we're just losing matches from the start. And we won a match against Sri Lanka.
We won a match against
Sri Lanka. Okay, our second last match.
Yeah, but it's what is it for? What is it for? Okay, I guess.
Do you take that victory as a positive? Do you take that victory as a confidence booster? Going just beyond the World Cup now. Do you think that was like?
It's a tough for me. It's a tough question to answer because it was all about the World Cup and they didn't fire. And now they fired up against Sri Lanka and they beat them by 9 wickets. That's a clobbering and a half. But like, what is it for? Okay, maybe I can, when we look at the team dynamics, we'll go, it was to boost the morale of the team. Okay, good. But then what?
So you believe that everything that has happened in this World Cup, the dark shadow, cannot be, we can't counter it in any way, in that even if we beat Australia in the next match, you still think that's not enough to appease the fans?
No.
It's that much of a disappointment.
It is that much of a disappointment to me, and it really is. It will take something special for me, like for years to come, to go, oh, okay, because it's been that bad,
incredibly low.
It's been incredibly low, and since the beginning, you and I have been speaking that it looks like a patched up team. I think yesterday was the only time where we looked somewhat like a
Proteas team.
You get what I'm saying? So the questions are, but why didn't they deliver in the beginning? Why didn't they do this in the beginning? Why are they doing it now when it doesn't matter? It doesn't matter, guys, when we talk about the World Cup. I'm sorry, it just doesn't matter. It's all about the World Cup. And now you're gonna perform. Now you're gonna perform when you know you're going home. Like, what's the message that you're putting out to us? I don't understand. But anyway, we won the match. I'm happy about the match. Let us not be unreasonable as well. I know I'm very unreasonable when it comes to the Proteas because
the expectations are high.
The expectations are high. So I think I ginalo lelo lungelo, that right to have those expectations, because they have been a team that have been firing and gelling together in the past before Otis Gibson's reign, before everything crumbled. So I'm still there, but I think, I can be somewhat happy about the victory, but it was
some sort of a positive.
Take some positive, but to be honest with you, it was a nothing victory.
So we're going to Manchester for the last match against you-know-who. Against the Aussies,
of course.
What are you expecting for that match? Are you expecting us to just lie over and beat Australia?
You see, that one I know that we won't lie over. That's I think Australia brings out the best in us, and we do the same when it comes to them. So as much as it is a nothing match, we're gonna go all guns blazing. We're gonna just do whatever we can. And even if we win this match, my question comes back, but why didn't you do the same when it counted? Why are you delivering when
it's done? Let us look forward. It is done.
But I'm expecting, I don't know,
some sort of a fight.
You know what I'm expecting? For some reason, I don't see us, even if we lose, it's gonna be like, ooh, that was tight, kind of a game. I'm looking, I think we're gonna that Protea fire will be rekindled against the
I
Australians.
think so.
I honestly think so. I don't know why.
I don't have much of hope that we're going to win, but regardless of what happens, I think I'll be proud of the boys either way. So
if they put up a performance worthy of your pride.
Yes, worthy of my pride.
Exactly.
I'm saying that even if they don't beat Australia, but they put in a good performance, then that should be fine.
Because what people don't understand is that maybe they do, but there must come a point where you must understand that you're representing every single member of your country. You're representing the guy who stays in the shack, the guy who stays in the suburbs, the high rollers to the lowest guy.
I think the guys do understand that whole dynamic of representing the country. It's just that they're just flat in this World Cup. Can we not see it in that way? That it's just not happening, and it's not a case of them not caring about the country or representing the country. It's just a confidence thing that just knocked them off, and they're just flat.
No, you're putting it in a nice way. They're choking.
Yes, they are. Which doesn't necessarily mean that they're misrepresenting the country. Yes, they are. In terms of
they are the bastards.
They are
the bastards.
But I think we shouldn't be that hard on them, though.
I think we should. How many World Cups are you gonna choke? I think we should. I honestly think we should.
Yeah.
And like I said before, and I'll say it again, everybody's heads need to roll when they land. The coach, the administrators. You can't blame. Okay, in as much as I want to blame the players, I can't, because when you step into the field, work, wherever, you don't go there to lose.
Yeah,
I get it.
I understand, totally.
But like I said,
yeah. So wrapping it up now, I want you to give me the top 4 semi-finalists for the Cricket World Cup. Your prediction, of course, New Zealand or Australia are already through.
Yeah.
Australia is already through to the semi-finals. So the other 3 teams, who do you see going through?
India.
India. We got India.
And I actually see Pakistan.
Pakistan.
I actually see Pakistan.
Your third one?
My third one would be. Oi, that's a tough one.
So between New Zealand and England, which one is...
You see, I don't want England to make it, so it would be New Zealand.
So New Zealand is your fourth one.
Yeah.
I actually think I'll go with the same one as well.
Yeah.
I don't think England will.
Yeah, they
have tough fixtures left as well.
So that's the thing, but it's apart from the Protea side, I think it's been a good World Cup. But the thing is, I watched the World Cup because of the Protea, so.
Yeah.
When I watch these other games, I don't want to lie to you guys, I just don't have that thing because the Proteas are out.
Okay.
That's basically it.
Well, the Cricket World Cup is still on, so we're looking forward to that. Of course, we're wrapping it up now, guys. Mr. Melanie?
That's it from me. It's very disappointing from the cricket side, but I mean, sports is banging right now. And you guys just comment, like, subscribe, and yeah, just